Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jackie Snoddy, and I do want to mention that everything I say here is my own opinion, and boy, do I have them today. But this is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing here is a fact. You need to do your own homework, make up your own mind, have your own opinion. This is just mine. It just happens to be my opinion. So today has been one heck of a day for true crime people in general. So I had tried earlier to stream the press conference from the Chatham County Police Department. I had it all queued up, ready to go. The same place I've been finding all of their press conferences, and that didn't work out. I had it ended up streaming on Facebook, and I didn't know, so I apologize for that. And to be honest with you, we really didn't find out a whole lot more. To me, it was not really even worth watching if you want to know the truth, because what we know today is that what I think we've all in our hearts have known, that Quentin is not alive. And mom says she put him, she doesn't remember, she doesn't have memory of all of it, but she knows that the baby is in landfill. But worse than that, what we know is that mom is still home. She has not been arrested. Unbelievable. I mean, to me, I just really honestly can't believe that. It is beyond ridiculous. Her mother told people that her daughter knows that that's where he will be found. As far as we know, he has not been found yet. Um, I would suggest Dolly Vision is that's a YouTube channel. He has been streaming from outside the home, Quentin's home, all day up until dark today. He says that there are rumors at one time that they had found the body, but there's nothing to that. I mean, it's nothing but rumors. He did also say that he talked to people in the neighborhood and that people believe that mom did seem to have a problem with Quentin specifically. And they thought maybe it was the issue she had with the dad, his father, but that she was abusive to all of her kids, but she was specifically more so to him. And again, this is just what he heard there. He didn't give a name to the source. He wasn't going to, because quite frankly, this is a very violent family. They don't get along with one another. They don't get along with anybody else. You know, Billy Joe, who we wanted to feel so much grief for, I don't know that she should have had her own kids. I don't know that she did. I don't know. You know, this has been this is a generational situation here. And I'm just giving my opinion that this has just been a bunch of crap. But what's going to happen is Billy Joe is going to end up having two of her children in prison for life for taking other lives. So I just really, I don't have the sympathy for her that I had before. And, part of me does have a little bit because nobody wants it. Nobody wants this. Nobody does. Of course you don't. But the signs were there. The signs were there. She knew they were there. That's why she took custody of them. I'm not sure who the hell said she should have them. We've been told that, I don't know, it's DFACS, I guess. It's the Georgia State's, we call it CPS here, Child Protective Services. I don't think, I've never been okay with any of those agencies. Do we really need to talk about Gabriel Hernandez? That was horrific, horrific. Okay. We've got Serenity. We've got, the list goes on and on. We hear that they're overworked. Their hands are tied in a lot of situations. But I got to be honest with you. To me, it just is another government agency that does their 9 to 5 and doesn't really give two shits. Because you know what? I can tell you right now, if I was given information about a child that was being treated in some of the ways that I have seen, that we have come to find out have happened, I don't need a paycheck. I don't give a crap. I'm going to do everything I can to stop that. So this is a measure of everybody on earth, every person in this child's life let him down. And it is so beyond frustrating. It's beyond heartbreaking. What do you do with this? And again, mom has not even been arrested. No, she's still home doing whatever the hell she wants to do, which is what she's always done. And that's probably a good indication that maybe you shouldn't have children. Maybe it's not a good idea. I don't know. Just a thought. You don't want them. You're not going to take care of them. Even worse, you're going to abuse them. So maybe you should just not. I apologize. I'm extremely frustrated tonight. I am extremely frustrated. That poor baby lived through some very bad things. He did not, you think of your grandchildren and you go, okay, you sing to them and you read to them and you bathe them and you cuddle them and snuggle them. And then you think, okay, this one was just knocked around. It's, what do you do with this shit? What do you do with this? Is it ever going to stop? It's not. It's not going to stop. And I'm the first one to tell you that, you know what? Don't get in my business. I don't need my neighbors telling me how to raise my kids. I've never needed anybody to tell me how to raise my kids. But I can also tell you that they never saw me publicly knock my kids down, cause them to bleed. This stuff is disgusting. Oh, Carol. Oh, hi. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm sorry that I'm in such a mood, Carol. Oh, my goodness. It's okay. I feel the same way. So many. Oh, my God. Is it not it's just, you get so frustrated. Can this stop? Can this ever stop? These are children. They don't have any way. They can't fight back. They have nothing. They have to just tolerate this shit. They have to tolerate this crap. It just breaks your heart. It absolutely breaks your heart. When, you have to, I try not to, but I lay in bed and I think, what exactly did that child go through? What kinds of things? What kind of abuse ended his life? But Lilani needed tough love a long time ago. I know it's hard. Yeah, but Carol, you know what we're finding out? Grandma was not a mom either. She was not a good mom. This is a generational thing. This is a problem. She had custody. She had custody of these kids, and she also asked for the kids to leave with mom. Now, I think this was, you know, they didn't leave, and she didn't pursue that. So I'm pretty sure they just had altercations on a regular damn basis over there. I think it was such a horrible environment for anybody to live in, but especially children who don't have a choice. They don't ask for this shit. They don't ask for this. I look at my grandbabies. What choice would they have if we all decided to just kick them and hit them and knock them around? Go and do some drugs, do whatever kind of shit? No, it is. It's absolutely a cycle. That's what it is. And in that sense, I guess what you do, some people say, okay, you got to kind of feel sorry for Leilani also because she clearly didn't grow up in a healthy environment. Can't feel sorry for her right now. I cannot feel sorry for her. I cannot. Because you know what? A lot of people take things and go a different way with it. I don't know. I'm so lost with all of this. I'm so heartbroken over the whole thing. I'm so lost with it. I thought for sure that we were going to be told that she was in jail. And what we understand is the other children are with a family friend. So is that because that's just nice, helping them out? Why has the state not come and taken those children out of there? Because I don't believe that's the case. If there was a family friend, did the state give them to a family friend? Hello, Justice. Janny. Yeah, I'd keep the babies, the adults need. Right. Well, welcome, everyone. I'm so sorry. Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad that you're here. And I am really sorry. I am so frustrated over this. I can't even stand it. It's just really such a disgusting situation. And I didn't want to go all crazy about it, but like I said, we knew that this was not going to end well for this poor baby. We knew it. We've known there was no good outcome here. And I guess what we're going to be, my understanding is we're going to be told that he got in the pool and he accidentally drowned. So maybe that's when she decided to just go put him in a dumpster. Okay, you know what? What happens when shit like that happens? You call 911. When something happens to your child, you call 911. You try to get help for this child. You don't go throw them in a damn garbage. Oh, you think the state gave custody to the other children to the boyfriend's aunt? Oh, wow. I didn't know this. Right. Get some help for them. How do you just let this happen? You don't sit around having time to think about what you might have done wrong. Something happens, you just get help, and then we'll deal with whatever the hell. So this tells you, I have a very bad feeling, and I have had a feeling for a long time now. That child, that did not happen early that morning. I think it happened in the middle of the night because I'm sure these people didn't sleep. They're on drugs. They're doing whatever the hell they're doing. They don't work. They don't have to. Ugh. So frustrated. I'm so heartbroken and so angry that this goes on over and over and over again. I was listening to Dolly Vision tonight, and he said everybody in that neighborhood not only knew that those kids were out there unattended, okay, They all knew they were being abused, and mostly baby Quentin. They knew it, they watched it, they saw it. Again, these people are nervous because this is a violent family. I guess we all know this stuff. We all know that, yeah. Think of your child, your grandbaby in a landfill. It just, it takes everything I have. Again, what I'm saying is give her to the public. We'll take care of her. We'll take care of her just fine. I got no problem handling this. You want to treat a child like this? You want to take a vulnerable child, didn't ask to be born in the middle of your crap, in the middle of your environmental crap, and you want to go and knock them around. They can't fight back. They can't do anything for themselves. It's just so frustrating. I just don't even know how to get past. Give her to the public. We'll take care of her. Like I said all along, give me 10 minutes with her. I don't care if I have to waterboard her, if I have to beat the shit out of her, whatever it takes. I'm going to find out where he's at. I guarantee I am. And now that this shit has happened and the family wants to come out and cuss everybody out and act like nobody has a right, are you kidding? Where's Quentin's right? Where were his rights? In the effing landfill. That's where they're at. These people have got a lot of damn nerve. A lot of nerve. It's unacceptable, is what it is. It's unacceptable. And I think, how many times do we see this stuff? What are those kids? Oh, I'm so frustrated right now. But look at those kids, those 17 kids that didn't even grow because, this kind of stuff just goes on all the time. When my son was in first grade, second grade, he was in second grade, and I picked him up one day and he said, Mom, a little girl in my class died this weekend. And I said, Oh my God, are you kidding? What happened? And he said, I think it was asthma. Now, I don't know where he got that. But that wasn't it. Her parents had beat her. So she was gone. And I worked for the school district when my kids were little. So I talked to people. And you know what happened? The school alone had called 18 times CPS. They'd never done anything about it. And she was gone because she got dirty. She was playing in the dirt. Yeah, that's what did it. It's sick. It happens over and over and over. And again, like I said, I've always said to myself, you know what? Don't get in the middle of I raise my kids. I take care of my kids. What I do is my damn business. But if you see me harming them, and if somebody were to call CPS on me and say, we want to come check it out, okay, go ahead and come check it out. They don't have marks. They don't have bruises. They don't have any of this. But what you see is people who actually take care of their children get harassed. And then these people that are being abused, they just let the shit go. The next thing you know, they're on the damn 5 o'clock news. This is what happens. And then what happens now? What? Are we going to have another Casey Anthony? This one's not going to be punished for this shit? Is that what's going to happen? Because I think people are getting really fed up with this. Really fed up. I know I am. I'm beyond fed up. I'm so sick and tired of these people. I can't stand it. And I will just let you know, go ahead and harm a hair on one of my grandkids, and you don't even know the hell that will come to your life. And any kid in front of me. My grandbabies mean the world to me. But I can tell I care about people. People. You know, if I saw Leilani being beat, I would jump in the middle and do something about it. Until now. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. Do you think they have video just not public? Hearing how she had 3 children. I was married at 18, had my third child. You know what? Me too. Me too, Carol. I got married. I had I was had been 19 for 28 days when I got married, and I had two babies before I was 21 years old. And yes, yep, I had to grow up overnight, but guess what? I did. I absolutely did. That's what it was. I always said, my baby girl, my oldest girl, she saved my life because she was the most precious thing I'd ever seen. I was so overwhelmed with emotion when I just being pregnant. Just then you see her and you're just in love, and that's it. I'm a mom now. What I do, the only reason what I do matters is because I have to take care of myself so I can take care of them. That otherwise, I don't matter. That's just what you do. You become a mother is a mother. You grew up overnight. That's exact. You're absolutely right. I agree 100%. 100%. And I never ever even said, "Oh, poor me. How come I have to do this?" Every day I said, "How come I get to do this? How did God give me such amazing people that I get to have? And I'm responsible for it. I have to take care of them so good." I mean, no, it's was it easy? No, hell, no, it's not. That's exactly right. And because I had a wonderful mother. I had a I had an amazing mother. I lost her when I was 12, and it was horrible. She was a wonderful mother. Her mother was a wonderful granny, I called her. The whole town called her granny. I didn't even know her name. Everybody in the town called her granny. First time I heard her name, I was like, I don't even know who you're talking about. Because I came from good women, strong women, and good mothers. But I don't know that you can, there's nothing that could have made me feel the way I did about my children other than just what happened. I don't know. I guess, it's something my daughter and I have talked about recently a lot. My daughter is in the process of, her and her husband are in the process of adopting a child from foster care. And, so many things we've talked about with this is the fact that, these are children who, we all discipline our kids. We all say no, we all say this and that. But we also say, we're so proud of you. We love you. You're amazing. We also give all those affirmations that some of these kids only get the negative. And this is what's scary with these kids that are in foster care. And this is, one of the reasons that my daughter and son-in-law have decided they want to take a child that needs it, that really needs it. They're going for the ages that are most commonly when they consider to they're not adopted, because those are the kids that need it. But so many times they have gone from birth never having this, and they have this exterior, this roughness about them that they don't know. It's really hard for them to ever get that. Yes, we're blessed. Yeah. Oh, wow. Just the four of us. I met my husband 24 years old, and we adopted him 30 years. Oh, wow. Oh, that is so awesome, Carol. Wow. That is really awesome. Doesn't always work out that way. It doesn't, but it was going to work out well because they had a mother. And so that was going to happen. And that's what you, wow, that's very impressive. That's awesome. Yeah, I stayed in that one for 18, just over 18 years. Wasn't the best husband, but he was a good dad. And that was a thing. That is a thing. And I really wanted very much to keep my family together. I wanted that to happen very much. And I now have an awesome husband, and my kids have a good stepdad, and they have a good stepmom because their dad has married an amazing woman. It works out. The one thing that wasn't going to happen was that my kids were going to be abused. That was not going to happen ever. I think that's so great. We are emergency. Oh wow, take care of. Oh my gosh, that is wow. That is really a huge thing to do. Wow, Carol, you're an awesome person. Wow, I don't even know what to say to that. I can't compare to that. We do have a huge family, and you know, and we all stick together. You know, me and one of my a couple of my siblings raised together. We raised one of our nephews, and that's a thing. And then I have a really big family, and we take care of our kids. Everybody does. Well, we've spoiled the snot out of them actually, but we also raise them good. You're too. No, that is so awesome for you to do that. It's so needed. Look at these kids, and you think of how they get treated. Some people just take them in for, I don't know if it's for money. I don't really know exactly what it is, but um gosh, just don't. When you see a kid in the system, you just think, how's that ever going to pan out for them? How is it ever going to really be okay? But that's so awesome that you guys do that, because so you don't keep them then. You don't ever have them long term, right? It's just that, which is an awesome thing, because that's got to be like at the last minute, you got to have somewhere to go today, right? That transition period. I need to ask you about, there's an author that I used to listen to all of her books, and she did emergency foster care, and she wrote several books about her experiences. We hold them to the kids. They place them in permanent care. It's usually less than 24 hours. Oh, oh my gosh. So you get to just love all over them. Poor baby. So that's so sweet, though, that you get to have like that. Wow. Okay, now I feel like I have to do it. I just don't have room. We're empty nesters, and we downsized big time. A lot of it's because then I don't have room for some people. Okay, I didn't say that. I absolutely didn't say that. Oh, that is so awesome, Carol. I really. That is just a really sweet thing to do. So it's like middle of the night, even, right? That's what I would hear from um, that author I used to listen to her books. I'm gonna have to let you know. Have you ever heard of her? She's in Australia. We love it. We make it fun because they need that. Oh, that is so awesome. So you really did marry an awesome man too. So he was all about your kids, all these other kids. That is really that is really special. And you just don't know. I mean, that's so good because you have no idea what they just came from. You could only imagine. So at least they come and they can just feel okay for a minute and let that go. That is super cool. Yeah, and you know what? I wonder if you saw a downtake in that with COVID. I know my daughter was telling me that during COVID, the height of all of it, um, like CPS, it would come down like 45%. And that doesn't mean that all of a sudden 45% of the, it just got that much better. It just wasn't being reported. That really is bad. So I wonder if you saw that go down at all. Wow. Well, you've earned a special place in heaven, that's for sure. And thank God for people like that. I know my aunt had foster kids when I was growing up, and she had four of them for many, many years. And I just thought they were our cousins. We all did. I mean, they just were part of our family. They still are. They just remained that way. I don't understand parents. Right. What are the charges going to be? Well, first of they need to charge her with something. I can't believe that she's still sitting there. I think you're the kind one, Carol, for sure, because and those poor kids need that very much. That is really, really awesome. Wow, this turned into a good chat, I think, because I came in here pretty wound up. And this is what happens, every time, you think, wow, there are such evil people out there. But in reality, more people are good than not. Way more people. There there are bad people, but there are a lot less than we even think. But that's how it happens. We get to find out about those. Carol, you're not on the nightly news um, for what a great thing you're doing. It's this other stuff that we see, the hateful, the ugly, the nasty things. That's what we see. And there is still so much good. There's so much good, and I do know this. I believe 100% that there most people are good. Most people are. It's just when you see something like this, it just gets you, kind of brings you down a little bit, and you don't want to feel that way, but you just start thinking, people literally just knock kids around. You already know that. You know what happens. It's not a big surprise. I suppose they want to make sure they have everything done. Right. No, you're right. And this is exactly what, we think of. It's like, okay, maybe this is what happened with Casey Anthony, or maybe they, what I also tend to say a lot of times is I would have a hell of a time going up before a jury of my peers because I'm not quite sure they are my peers. Because some jurors just seem to not actually have it going on. That would be a very frightening thing. I would really want to actually have a conversation with every one of them because I don't know who the hell let Casey Anthony out. I don't know who the hell let OJ Simpson out, but they did. And this is what happens. And that's our system. And that's fine. But you're right. This is what they need to be very careful about this. And I understand that. I do understand that. It's just really hard to think that she gets to just go ahead and live her life and everything. That's all well and good. And you know, I think we have to say that, you know what, baby Quentin is in a better place because he damn sure was not in a good place. And God has wrapped himself around that poor baby. He has. And you just hate what he went through. That's it. What about right? Oh, yes, absolutely. That's what that's what I'm saying. The whole family. This is a violent situation that went on there. And also think about this. Billy knew those kids were being abused. Right. Right. That's exactly right. Yeah, and how many kids have, you know, actually fallen in a pool and or gotten out and like things have happened that the parents didn't ask for that. I could go off in the weeds for sure, believe me, because every time this kind of crap happens, I sit here and go, the fact that St. Jude's even exists breaks my heart to pieces. There are people, things happen to people that they did not ask for. So when this is deliberately done, or it just makes it harder. I think it makes it harder for me. Here are families who wouldn't do anything to hurt their children, but they get cancer, or things happen, and this is life. It's just always hits hard on times like this for me. It's always really hard. I don't know if you guys do know about Gabriel Hernandez, because that one is a gut wrencher. I don't know, Carol, do you know about that? Babysitting for 30 full time. Exactly. Right. Right. No, they just took advantage because she would do it. And I think, my the way I feel is that she would have done it for free because she wanted to take care of those kids. I think the whole neighborhood wanted to. Oh, you've got to. Oh gosh, Carol. Mm, mm, mm. That's a bad one. That is so bad. I can never let that one go. It has stuck with me for ever since I've known about it. His name is Gabriel Hernandez, and actually, it is the only time was running late tonight. Can't believe. I know. I know. Well, they say she's not a flight risk. Why would you think you know anything about this fool? Yeah, I've kind of gone off on the Gabriel Hernandez. Yeah, isn't that it? Afig Gabriel Hernandez, right? That's his name. I'm saying it right. pretty sure that his face, everything about that child is tattooed in my brain, in my heart, in my soul, everywhere. But it is the first time that, oh, Fernandez. Okay, I thought maybe I was saying, okay, yep. Yeah, it's Gabriel Fernandez. Okay, yeah. Oh my goodness, Carol, it will break your heart so hard. It's You'll never get over that one. And but I'm going off all crazy here. It's the first time ever that CPS workers were actually charged. And when you talk about everybody felling a child, everybody felt this child. Oh, tear your heart to pieces. And what's really sad is that, I mean, so it was on Netflix. I don't know if it is still, but I mean, the nurse in the emergency room, she was just, I mean, she's bawling. The teachers, the principals, everybody tried their best, and they were told to shut the hell up, not worry about it. Yeah. Oh, that needs to be a whole thing. Gabriel Fernandez. Yeah, that's it was terrible, absolutely terrible. But I mean, there's a whole long list, and I guess I need to stop. Today is about Quentin, and it's a tragedy, and he's a beautiful boy, and it breaks my heart. And I did want to just throw in really quick that um, also today we found out that exactly what we knew we would hear, that Kylie Rodney's death was accidental drowning. Yeah, nobody believes that, but that did happen today too. So it just looks like a lot of people are getting by with a bunch of crap to me. And let's just be very clear. You know what? If I hurt anybody, much less a child, we need to make damn sure that I am hung by my raw ass somewhere. That not be accepted. That it's not okay. You get the feeling that law enforcement believes that it's only and alone. You're right. But that is so funny that you say that. Not funny. Um, about the brother too, because that's kind of just been here and there. But the brother was there. Um, and yet they were pretty specific that they do not believe it was anybody but her. But clearly, then the boyfriend lied because he said he saw the child at 6, and he didn't. He didn't. Um, ADT says that the door was open from 2 to 5. And then we also hear that, yeah, you're right, they haven't. Well, they've really mentioned almost nothing. What people have found out has been because of these people go around and fight with the neighbors and do things. I think because people have just found out that law enforcement hasn't told us anything, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, that's according to ADT, I guess. The door was open from that time, and I don't know if you watched it all today, Fig, but Dolly Vision was there. Him and oh my gosh, Bullhorn Betty. They were there at the house all day today, And they talked to a lot of neighbors, and their understanding is that what they're saying, a lot of this is rumor. It it doesn't even matter. I don't know anything for sure. But he was not put in the trash at the home. She supposedly was gone for a long time to a trailer park and um, threw something in the trailer in the trash there, and then stayed in her vehicle and waited for the dumpsters to get picked up. Now, what I'm assuming is because what I've thought all along is that somebody around there has cameras that saw comings and going, that things happened. And we haven't been told about any of this. We haven't seen any surveillance footage at all, but surely there was some. And so maybe this is where some of this is coming from. I don't know. Um, then a lot of people had other, well, I won't get into that. Did you hear that Leilani used to give the children? Yes, I did. Yep. Yep. She sure did. That is what Jaden, previous, her boyfriend before this one, or before, only when she had Zane, a friend of her boyfriend's at that time, said she would do that. She would drug him up. Zane, it's the only child she had at that time. Oh, it's disgusting. It's so disgusting. I remember when my kids were both babies, and I was had I went on several international flights with those two, just by myself with those two. And people would tell me to give them medicine because they were irritating everybody on the plane. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. They're going to get medicine if they're sick. That's that. And that's only if they have to have it. We don't do that. Yeah, that does remind you of Casey Anthony. You always want them to have the medicine they need, but seriously, who even thinks about doing that? And like you and I both said, Carol, earlier, both very young mothers. Never even occurred to me to dope them up. Newborn is a lot of work. Right. I don't feel like. No, what we hear is that they were in dirty diapers a lot. Well, the one guy said that he was left without diapers or wipes or anything to watch Zane, the older one. Well, what I think that we have to think about now is that, I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm gonna say that I'm very happy that that baby is with God. Has wrapped himself around that precious baby, and we know that. So if anything comes of this, those kids are going to be taken out of this cycle. Zane and the baby girl, the infant daughter, to not keep it going. This can't just keep going, because this is what's going to happen. Right? Can you imagine their poor butts? Oh my goodness. You always feel so guilty when a baby has a rash. You don't even want to wipe it. I always just like get them under the water and rinse it off or something. You don't want to touch it. And these people didn't give a crap. They didn't give two craps about it. It's extremely heartbreaking. It kills me. That's right. He is, and he must feel so good at this point. You can't say it's a good thing what happened to him. It's not a good thing, but thank God he is in a better place, and maybe this will get his siblings out of that also. It damn well better. If those kids are not ripped from that entire family, then there needs to be some marching going on somewhere, because they cannot stay with them. They can't stay. Not even with that grandma. Are you kidding me? Of course not. She's the one that raised Leilani. I mean, you gotta, things happen. I know that, but come on, everybody's got to take some responsibility for this crap. That's my idea. You just have to. You gotta end the cycle somewhere. It has to end. You're just gonna keep on with the same old things. I know. I'm just picturing that baby just finally happy, maybe for just feeling secure finally. You know, you always want your kids to feel secure. My kids were thumb suckers and had their blankets. And, you know, there came a time they had to take them away, you know, for their teeth and for all kinds of reasons. But it was actually hard for me to take it from them, because it was a secure feeling for them. I didn't want to take it from them. You don't ever want, it always kills you when you think, oh God, what if they're hungry, and, you know, what if everything. You just don't ever want them to feel anything bad. And nobody cared about these kids. And I'm sorry, I'm saying Billy Joe too. I'm hell with every damn one of them. Every one of them. If the people across the street, if the people down the road knew that the kid was knocked in the head, and everybody in that house knew. And I'm sorry, but I have to tell you that I believe 100%. First of all, we do not have a child that would do that to their kids. Thank God. But if they did, not only would myself, my husband, but their own siblings would not stand for it. You can hate me the rest of your life. I'll kick your ass if you touch that kid. That's just what's going to happen. So, you know, everybody in that house let it happen. Absolutely everybody. They all can go to hell, as far as I'm concerned. What are the others' thoughts about this? Yeah, Fig, what do you think? I don't know who all's in here now. Mr. Snotty, are you in? Mr. Snotty.
Sorry.
Are you in?
In where?
In this?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think everybody's gone to sleep on us, Carol. No, that's exactly where I'm at. Yeah, I am very pissed that she's not. But yes, Mr. Snotty is in the house right now. He's usually in the chat. But he's here in the house right now. I get that you have one shot, but then keep your trap shut so she doesn't run the whole thing. Yeah, it does. See, this is a thing. What if she does? Wow. No, there's so many what ifs with this, because you know what, arrest her just for whatever you have to arrest her for. She said she did it. What the hell? Because if she runs, These are not upstanding citizens. These are not law abiding people. They're not. Not by any damn stretch of the word. So, no, they need to arrest her. And honestly, if you ask me, they also need to arrest more people in that house. Minimum Billy Joe. She needs to be arrested. She absolutely does. Right. What? Oh my gosh, that is so okay, not funny, but funny because they said somebody was saying earlier today that they said they feel comfortable that she's not going anywhere right now. Well, so people were saying, okay, well, we also were told that Brian Laundrie didn't leave his house, and he did. Right. Well, this is what I'm saying. Okay, so I feel like if I do some bullshit, I'm going to go to jail. Think if I committed a crime, I'm going to go to jail, and I hope I do because that's what's supposed to happen. This is what is supposed to happen when you take the life of a child, your own child. I'm thinking all day to myself, you can take that baby to a church. You can take that baby to QT. You do not have to be burdened with a child. Okay. It is not forced on you. And now you're going to go to prison the rest of your life, or you damn well better. They've got to quit letting these people get by with this because people are going to get really way too fed up with this shit. I know I am. I'm done with it. I still, when I think of Casey Anthony out, at bars getting in bar fights, it's like, are you kidding me? How about I go and get in a bar fight with you? And we'll just be handling that shit. Three of us are here. Right. It is so crazy. As we should. As we should. And it should have been handled before it comes down to a death. I don't, God is involved. He's absolutely involved. And we have to keep that in mind that he's the one in charge here and it's not me. Thank God nobody's going to give me that control because I don't know. If I ever decided to be a vigilante, I'm not quite sure what the hell would happen. I would not find myself in heaven, that's for darn sure. And I'm really trying to go there. I'm going to try really hard. But we've been on here an hour. I guess I'm going to click off, sign off for the night. I feel like we had a really good discussion. I hope you guys think that. I appreciate you guys being here so much. I know you had way better things to do with your time. I do want to apologize again for my frustration. I'm extremely frustrated. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for all of it, Carol. I don't know, Fig, if you were here for it, but Carol um, has foster kids. They are emergency foster parents for what, like middle of the night, just all that. Yeah, I'll let him know. I will let him know. Oh, that's so awesome. Well, I hope you guys will join me tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is Friday fun. And it's a good thing that today is not Friday because I don't know if I could be fun today. But tomorrow we will talk about good things. There are still many good things. Yes, at Fred too. Yep, Mr. Snotty. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, what time? Oh, I think probably there he is. No bar fights, but yeah, right. Um, it always kind of depends on when my baby goes home. So I'm gonna try early. I don't know what time zone you're in, Carol. Not trying to even, get all weird about it, but I'm in Arizona, so we actually have our very own time zone. Uh, right now, our time is what time is it here? It's 9:46 here right now. So I'm gonna try by like 6 tomorrow. Oh yeah, they'll be here. They will. I promise you. And we are definitely gonna have fun. I've got some good stuff going on for tomorrow. I do. Yeah, I'm saying about, oh wow. See, yeah, you're 3 hours ahead. Wow. Yeah, I figured that might happen. So yeah, I'm gonna try to be on by 6 here at the latest tomorrow. And so it'll be a little bit earlier for you, Carol. Because I want you to have fun with this. I really do. I'm excited about that. I'm super excited. You'll be there. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Okay, good night, everybody. Thank you so much. And please, everybody, pray for that sweet boy and for all of them, all of those out there that we don't know about because they're there. Let's please pray for these babies. Gonna be a creeper, Fig. Okay, good night, guys. Thank you so, so much. I love you. Thank you. Thank you.